Later this month, the Detroit chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority is hosting a talent competition for young people in order to raise money for college scholarships. The event is called Jabberwock, and it has a long history in the national sorority. Over the years, Jabberwock has evolved into a variety of activities for young people, including talent contests, pageants, and choir competitions. This year's Detroit Jabberwock is a talent competition for middle and high school students. It takes place on April 24th at Cass Technical High School. The Detroit Deltas are also involved in several other community service projects. Joining me now is the Public Relations Chair of the Detroit Alumni Chapter, Alicia Nails. Thank you for being here on American Black Journal.
Thank you so much for having us and giving us the opportunity to tell how much Greek letter organizations do for the community. The Black community has always been shored up by the Black church and by organizations.
Greek organizations. And I see you have on your Delta Red today too, of course.
It's the law.
That's right. You can't go on TV in green.
And it's all sparkly, so that we can talk about what a great event Jabberwock is.
Yeah. So this is something that the sort of used to do and now is bringing back, right?
In the 40s, if you like Google or look on Pinterest and just put in Jabberwock and Delta, you'll see old pictures from the jet, so you know how important the jet, all throughout the country, different cities, the chapters in major cities and small cities as well. This would be the biggest event, a biggest showcase for a child's talent, you know. And so we're happy to have students. We've got a violinist who's going to Juilliard next year.
Really? Who's going to compete?
Yes, who's been admitted to Juilliard.
Wow.
So that's the level of talent in Detroit.
Right.
Singers, dancers. We'll have some exhibition acts, and they're just there to perform. Then we have competition. And like Detroit Windsor Dance, some of those students are going to compete in the dance area. There's like 35 acts. So you can imagine how much organizing and how much enthusiasm there is. We're happy to have it at Cass Tech because, as you well know, it's a very complicated story about Detroit Public Schools. There's a lot that needs addressing, but there's a lot of wonderful things going on.
Good places, right? And Cass is one of them. Always has been sort of a gem of that system. And it still is.
And the building is amazing, so it's a great place. And one of their graduates, named Big Sean, is very supportive of this event. And he's very supportive of giving scholarships to some of the seniors at Cass Tech through this event. And we are just not sure how that might end up showing up at Jabberwock on April 24th. Who knows?
Well, and you want to tell kids, hey, look, if you've got a little talent, if you've got something to show, come out and do it. What a great thing for young people. I just always think we never know what people are capable of until you give them a chance.
And they're able to compete for up to it's a total of $3,000 in prizes. So hopefully you think that maybe the children will, if they win the big prize, will put it away for scholarships. But we're able to raise dollars that we give scholarships out for.
You also, of course, are involved in some other service-oriented things. The mobile mammography program is one of them.
That's just an example of how we're able to serve women. We do all kinds of things around health and well-being. Because we have a facility on West 7 Mile and Grand River, it's a community facility. It used to be an auto dealership, so that gives you an idea of the size of it. So the mobile mammography, that will be free for people with no insurance. You do have to register in advance, and of course that's on May 16th, I believe. All of our events are on the DetroitDelta.org website. But that's an opportunity for women to really focus on that need for that annual exam.
Right. Preventative health as opposed to reactive health, right?
We've got a Weight Watchers group going. We have exercise going. Of course, Deltas participate with groups in all the walks around in the city. So, you know, with students, we support them with scholarships, but we also have workshops, how to get into college. And we're doing a great one on April 30th, how to be successful in college, bringing college students into our sorority house. To tell younger high school students what it's going to be like.
Right, because it's not the same.
It is not.
It's always a shock when you get to that campus. And it's a lot harder. How are campus chapters doing with sort of membership and things like that? Kids are different these days and interested in different things. Are Greek organizations having to sort of adapt?
Oh, yeah, but see, we have come from our national and all, you know, the Divine Nine, all 9 Greek letter organizations. organizations.
Yeah.
From the national, there is a prescription of activities that must be done for all of our 5 points: education, physical, mental health. And so most chapters of Delta and actually all the Divine Nine, they take a week. They do things throughout the year, but each of them have a week where for 5 days they program very substantive, and they are so creative in how they name these events and bring students out to these events where they talk about issues that are important, even things like safety on campus and of course rape awareness and that kind of thing. We do in Detroit with the 490, where we're of course working with Kim Worthy and Kim Trent, raising dollars to test these rape kits, right? And Detroit Deltas are very much involved and supportive of that as well.
You also have an expungement fair coming up, a super important issue here in the city of Detroit.
We're so happy that all of our events are issue-oriented and that they answer the needs of this community, but we had no idea the need when we had our first expungement fair, and that was on the west side in our facility. We're also doing one on the east side at Second Ebenezer Church. I talked to more decent people. Because I stood outside that day. We couldn't get everybody inside. We had no idea the need. So what we've done now is train other organizations how to do it. We're partnering with other organizations to continue to do them. There are more decent people who made a mistake in their youth or one mistake. They need jobs. They need their records expunged. And we have volunteer lawyers on site. We have lots of lawyers and judges, of course, in the chapter. All the other Greek letter organizations help as well.
Yeah, and the idea here is to get people to know that if you make that mistake, you can go back to court and petition to have that wiped away so that it's not holding you back when you're applying
if you meet the criteria, because it matters, how many, if it's a felony, how old the felony is, how many, if you've had any other, problems, and you do have to go to court and get the original paperwork or, and bring it to the expungement fairs. So we'll be doing more of those in the future for sure.
Back to the Jabberwock. So this comes from one of my favorite pieces of literature, Lewis Carroll's Alice's Adventure in Wonderland, and it's the Jabberwocky in that thing. And so, how similar is the event to the part of the story?
Well, you got to think about the 1940s when we called the community together in such special places and ways, because we got to think about a time when Black folks couldn't just go any and everywhere.
That's right.
And so calling together the community is what the Jabberwocky did in the literature you're describing. And so absolutely, we're calling the community to come see these young people perform. Well, it might be young people that they might be members of your church. You might just be interested in art and performing. Who knows? You might be a talent scout.
Right.
But on Sunday, April 24th, we will be at 4:30 at Cass Tech. All the information again is on the website.
It's on the website.
Yeah, the tickets are $25 and I believe $40 for VIP. Something about Detroit, you have to have a VIP.
You have to have a VIP, right? Some people just want to roll differently than everybody else.
We give that opportunity.
Right. All right. Well, good luck on the event, and thanks for being here, and thanks for all that the Deltas are doing
Thank you.
here in Detroit.